Imagine living your life believing that events unfold at random, that strange coincidences are just curious patterns with no deeper meaning. Yet every time you glance at the clock and see the same numbers repeating again and again, every time you think of someone and they suddenly reach out, every time a symbol, an animal, or a phrase keeps appearing everywhere you go, something inside you stirs. A quiet part of you whispers that these moments are speaking to you, and then your rational mind steps in and shuts it down, insisting it's nothing more than chance, projection, or a trick of the brain. But what you call coincidence is not a malfunction of reality. It is reality trying to talk to you. It is the forgotten language of the world around you, a language you once knew intuitively but have long stopped listening to. You live inside a quantum field that is alive, intelligent, responsive, a field that doesn't simply observe what you think or feel, but reacts to it with absolute precision. Every synchronicity you've ever experienced wasn't a random moment meant to be dismissed. It was feedback, a direct reflection of the frequency you were transmitting. Those repeating numbers, unexpected encounters, dreams that came true, songs or words appearing at the exact moment you needed them. None of it is accidental. These are data points in an ongoing dialogue between you and the fabric of reality, a dialogue that has been happening since the beginning of your life, even if most people walk through their days deaf to it. Synchronicity is not the universe promising that your desires will come true. It's not a cosmic thumbs up. It is a mirror. And mirrors don't show you what you wish to be. They show you what you truly are. Carl Jung understood this as he studied the depths of the human psyche. He discovered that when a person is on the verge of internal transformation, external events begin to align in ways that defy logic. Reality mirrors the unconscious material rising to the surface. A woman dreams of a golden scarab. The next day, during her session, a real scarab taps against the window, an insect almost never seen in that region. Jung hands it to her, and in that moment, something inside her breaks open. The coincidence wasn't random, it was exact. It reflected her inner shift with perfect timing and perfect symbolism. This is how synchronicity works. Your inner world is continuously being reflected by the outer one. When you see a repeating number and feel a momentary lift, it doesn't mean your wish is about to manifest. It means that, for just a second, your consciousness aligned with a higher frequency, and the field echoed that alignment back to you. When you think of someone and they contact you moments later, it's not magic. It's resonance between overlapping electromagnetic fields. Studies on brainwave synchronization have shown that when two people are in deep connection, their brain activity begins to merge into a unified field. When that field becomes coherent enough, reality adjusts around it. Signals align. Timing becomes impossible to explain. But synchronicity also reveals the parts of you that are unhealed. If you keep repeating the same painful relationship patterns, this is not fate working against you. It is your frequency being shown to you. If opportunities seem to slip away by seconds, this is not punishment. It is information. The field reflects not your desires, but your coherence or your lack of it. Most people only want to hear the signs that confirm their hopes, but the universe speaks with brutal honesty, and ignoring that honesty is what keeps people stuck. Then quantum physics arrived and confirmed what mystics had whispered for centuries. At the deepest level, particles do not exist in a definite state until observed. Possibilities collapse into reality through attention. Your consciousness literally shapes what becomes real. You are not a passive observer in a fixed world. You are a participant in a responsive one. This means synchronicity isn't an exception to the rules of physics. It is one of the rules. If everything is interconnected, if your consciousness extends beyond the limits of your skull into a larger field, then of course your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs influence external events. Of course, the universe mirrors your state of being. When your field is coherent, when your mind, heart, and beliefs vibrate in harmony, life unfolds with grace. Opportunities appear, people arrive at the perfect moment, time seems to expand and contract around you. But when you are fragmented or fearful, the external world mirrors the noise within you. The field is not judging you. It is showing you exactly what frequency you are broadcasting. Many people never experience sustained synchronicity because their inner signal is chaotic. They want abundance but carry fear. They long for love but believe they are undeserving. They hope for change but cling to the emotional patterns of their past. The field responds not to what you wish for, but to who you are right now. Transformation begins the moment you stop reading synchronicity as confirmation of your desires and start reading it as information about your alignment. Every sign is communication. Every pattern is guidance. Nothing is random. Everything is precise. When you approach life from this awareness, the world stops feeling indifferent and starts feeling intimate. Presence is the gateway. Synchronicity lives only in the now. When your mind is trapped in the past or racing toward the future, you're disconnected from the field. But when you're here, fully here, signals appear in abundance. You feel a sudden pull to take a different route home, and that choice leads to the exact conversation you needed. You get an intuitive nudge to check your messages, and an opportunity arrives in that instant. You think of someone you haven't spoken to in years, and they reach out the same day. None of these things are luck. They are reflections of coherence. When you are tuned in, the field responds instantly. Relationships are part of this language as well. Every person you meet is a mirror. Every dynamic, every conflict, every repetition is a reflection of the energy you hold. If you continually attract people who cannot meet you emotionally, the field is asking where you are unavailable to yourself. If you face betrayal again and again, the field is illuminating the places within you where you abandon your own truth. These reflections are not meant to punish, they are meant to free you. When your frequency changes, the people in your life shift accordingly. Some rise to meet you, others fall away. This is not personal, it is resonance. But synchronicity cannot be forced. The moment you try to control it, when you demand signs or cling to outcomes, you collapse the frequency. Control is rooted in fear, and fear blocks the flow. The field responds to trust, openness, and willingness. When you stop gripping and start allowing, the universe has room to move. When you stop begging for a signal and instead become receptive to it, the signs intensify. The synchronicities become more precise, more powerful, more undeniable. You become a clear channel, and a clear channel is all the universe needs to rearrange your entire path. Every time you received a sign, no matter how small, it was an invitation to shift direction, to release something, to grow, to trust. Every symbol you ignored, every nudge you questioned, every moment you dismissed was a doorway you hesitated to walk through. But the field never stops offering opportunities. Even right now, as you listen to these words, synchronicity is aligning itself around you, waiting for you to tune in. You are not separate from the world around you. You are woven into it. Your thoughts create fields. Your emotions generate frequencies. Your beliefs shape the form your life takes. When you become coherent, when you return to presence, reality transforms, not gradually but instantly. You realize you were never alone, you were never powerless. You were part of a living conversation with a universe far more intelligent and responsive than you were ever taught to believe. The question is no longer whether synchronicity is real. The question is whether you will listen, whether you will allow yourself to see the precision, the intelligence, the depth with which the universe communicates. The next synchronicity is already on its way. It is searching for you. It will appear the moment you become aligned enough to recognize it, because nothing that truly reaches you is random. It is a calling, a message, a guide, proof that life is not happening to you, it is happening with you. If this message resonated with you, I invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Quantum Frequency of the Mind, where we continue this journey into awareness, energy, and conscious transformation together.